Seniors can deal with many different health issues as they age, but some can be preventable, which is why today I'm meeting with Erika Hampton from ArchWell Health to talk about one in particular. Erika, ArchWell Health, of course, a leading provider for primary care for seniors. And one of the things that people don't like to talk about or maybe bring up, but is kind of important, is the amount of falls that seniors can take and have to deal with. So before we get into all that, can you maybe share a little bit more about the great work that ArchWell Health does? Yeah,
ArchWell Health is great. We focus on senior primary care. And our goal is really to take care of the seniors and provide the health care that they deserve. And as people age and they're looking for and they're going to have more health issues, we want to make sure that we're available for them. So the number one thing that people love about ArchWell Health is their access, the time they get to spend with their doctors. These things really do make the difference in the healthcare.
Yeah, and even if you just take a little brief look at the website, there are things like involvement and activities that seniors can look to do. So you're always looking to educate and inform the senior population out there. And like I mentioned, one thing that people may not be used to or may not be ready to accept, limitations in terms of mobility, things can happen and the body changes. So what do you want people to know with regards to, you know, dealing with falls and how those kind of things can affect them?
Well, the one thing that people really do need to know about having a fall is that they're very common, especially with seniors. When you're looking at lower body weakness, when you are looking at fragility as people age, these things happen. It could be as simple as having a dog in the house can cause a fall. So up to 35% of seniors will experience a fall. And that creates bigger and worse health issues.
And when do these kind of things happen? I know you mentioned dogs, and I'm aware of that problem myself. I have 3 dogs, and they're always a constant cause for potential tumbling, but which can be more complicated when you are at a certain age or progressing in age. So when do these things can happen? Is it at home? Where do they need to be mindful? And how can they do things like be preventative about it, make sure that they lessen their risk of having a fall?
Well, I think that is probably the key thing, is look at your house and being aware of your surroundings. It could be something as simple as a rug in your house that you think, hey, this looks really cute, but it can immediately increase your fall risk. So home is a really big factor. That's usually where we see it happen. And then unfortunately, when people live by themselves, which often happens, there's that isolation factor as well. And then it can lead to bigger issues. So obviously at home, when you are out and you're visiting in the city or going to your local store or anything of that nature, falls can also happen there. It could be moisture on the ground. We live in Las Vegas, so you know, if it's a rainy day, that rain is going to track in. So that can obviously cause that as well. So obviously staying active and making sure that you are working on your body and your physical. And again, self-awareness is probably the number one thing that we can look into.
Should the unfortunate happen and someone sustain a fall, whether it's out and about in the rain or at home in the shower or on a tub with a dog, what do you want people to know? Well, what should be their next step? Maybe if they're living alone, if they don't have the ability to call for someone to come and help them.
Well, one of the biggest things that you can have is obviously have a plan. If something were to happen, whether it's a bracelet or something to notify in case if it's a really bad emergency, having a phone nearby so that way they can access the help that they need to, it's always key. So again, you really want to focus on having a plan and have a course of action in case that does happen. The next thing that you really want to look into, get checked out. So it doesn't matter if you think I'm okay, it could be something that is a bigger issue, and you definitely want to be able to get checked out by your primary care. So make an appointment with your doctor. Obviously, if it's an emergency or life-threatening, you want to get to the hospital right away, call 911. But even if it's the smallest of falls, it could create a bigger issue. Get checked out by your primary care. Are
there any tips and tricks or a hit list or a top 3 things you'd like people to know, viewers at home who may be elderly themselves, in what they should be prepared for or be mindful of to prevent, to be prepared for, or should something happen, the outcome from a fall?
Yeah, obviously you want to be prepared for, again, you may feel the difference in your legs, your hips, your knees, your ankles. I mean, it can manifest itself in so many different ways. So again, you want to correlate between the two. You want to say, you know what? I may not think it's related to this, but let's check it out just in case. So when you're at home, again, number one, minimize those things that could happen. You want to make sure you take a look around, minimize it. If you do not know how to minimize it, there are actually organizations that will come out to your home and do evaluations that can actually help you minimize that. Once that's determined that maybe there are lingering issues, whether it's small or not, you can look at physical therapy. There could be medications that can help, as far as that is concerned, or maybe there's exercises that your doctor can give you that will either strengthen or provide therapy for that case in that situation. So there's a lot of pathways, but again, getting checked out by your doctor is the key thing.
For anyone who hasn't heard about or wants to learn more about the extent of the primary care that you guys cover here at ArchWell Health, where should they go for more information?
You can always visit our website at archwellhealth.com, and it has to be ArchWell Health, so that way we can make sure of that. You can always call up our centers as well. Anytime, every day, we invite people in. They can come see us in person. We'll do tours. We love to do that so people can talk to us. We are 60 plus, so we do specialize in senior primary care, and we really want to see more people.
Well, Erika, thank you for informing our audience, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.